You're listening to Kate Palmer from SparkleTart.com, and today I'm making an abstract card using products from Lindy's Stamp Gang. Now this is fantastic as a masculine card, either Father's Day or birthday, but if you made it pink or purple, it'd be an awesome birthday card for a little girl as well. So this is a really multi-purpose technique. I'll give you a really good look at it. So I've used a paper punch and I've cut two different sizes of circles, just out of some relatively thick white cardstock. I'm now going to spray these with Time Travel Teal and Cowabunga Copper. Spray the Starbursts directly onto dry paper or cardboard. Make sure that it's really well covered. So I've actually gone and done sort of 2 coats here to make sure that they're beautifully sparkly and the colour's really rich. Now I've dried mine with a heat gun because I was a little bit impatient. You can leave these to air dry if you prefer. It doesn't make any difference to the colour or the outcome. Next, grab a Versamark stamp pad or any other clear sticky ink. Next I have a fairly bold stamp and some of the Lindy Stamp Gang Caesar's Gold. Ink the stamp using your clear Versamark ink and randomly stamp just sort of parts of the image onto all of your circles. Now you may choose to leave a few without a stamped image, that's up to you. Add the embossing powder over the top, tip off the excess, and then use your heat tool or embossing gun to dry the embossing powder. Now these may fly around a little bit, so you'll have to be careful. The next step, I have a copper Brilliance ink pad, and I'm just using a little tiny circle stamp just to add a bit of pattern. Now I'm not going to emboss that part. As a final touch, I'm going to add glossy accents to some of the circles, not all. Now the glossy accents really enhances the sparkle and the colour on those Lindy's Stamp Gang Starbursts, so they'll have a slightly different look to the ones that you haven't added this to, and just gives a bit of variation and makes the front of the card a bit more interesting. Leave that glossy accents to dry. It may take overnight, but whatever you do, do not touch it while it's still wet. Just got a Viva black pearl pen here, and I've got some of the Lindy's Stamp Gang micas. So I have Jupiter Blue Green, Venus Violet Blue, and Prospector Platinum. Okay, so I'm just going to make some pearls, and I'm doing it on plastic so I can pull them off when I'm done. Make sure that when you're squeezing out the pearls, you make them a whole batch of different sizes. Then, while it's still wet, I'm not actually touching this with the brush, mind you, I'm just tapping the powder onto them. I've got all of these little pearls covered in mica powder. Now I have to wait for those to dry before I can use them, and I'll probably leave them overnight just to be on the safe side. While my other elements are drying, I'm going to use Wake Me Up Before You Go Gold and some black cardstock to create my background. Now I don't know how large this is going to need to be yet, so I'm going to sort of overdo it a bit. I'm just going to take the tail off after giving it a good shake. I'm using this colour because it has a gold mica shimmer. Now all I need is a little bit, I don't want to overdo it, so I've just splashed it across the background. You can see here, and when it dries, you'll just see that lovely gold accent. I'm just using some tweezers to pry the little bits off the plastic, and that's why you use either plastic or waxed paper or something where the little plasticky pearls are going to just pop off very easily so that you can use them. And this is what I've used all of my little embellishments for the finished card. It's kind of got a cosmic feel to me. So you can see the beautiful Lindy's sparkling in the background and the glossy accents really accentuating those colours. It makes that embossing powder just pop. You can see the difference between the one without the glossy accents and the one with. So I've got all of these different sort of colours. I've got a little piece of gold wire behind just to sort of help with the flow. And then I've used my little pearls, my little coloured pearls, as both accents on the pieces themselves and just in little spots to embellish the card at the back. Now this is supposed to remain quite stark. It's sort of an abstract-y kind of piece, this one. Now with the colours this is a fantastic idea for a mail card, birthday or Father's Day, but change the colours and it could be a really funky, cute, girly card as well. Hope you've enjoyed watching this, and I'll be back with some more ideas soon.